Today's angle is brought to you by Chaos Tackle, Tuffy Boats, The Muskie Shop, Vexen Fishing, Custom X, B-Sox Assault, and Lee Lures Custom Baits. Good morning. Good morning. We're at the same location that we met Chris the first time, and we're going to give Chris a little surprise this morning. I think he's sleeping over in his truck here. He was actually early, believe it or not. I'm not kidding, he was early.
Aww, is he? Aww,
rock-a-bye, baby.
Aww, look how cute he is.
Oh, look at little Chris.
Look at little Chris. Oh wow, he is passed out.
Dude.
Is his door open? Hey, buddy. What's up, pal? He got here
like 9 o'clock.
We caught 2.
6:40, eh?
Yeah, he'll have that. Oh, he's just a big slug.
Good morning, sunshine. What's up, buddy? Hey everybody, we're back in Madtown, yes, once again.
Yep.
Local home waters.
It's good water though, so it's not a bad thing. We got some guests in the boat today.
Yes.
We have Mr. Chris Bulaw and Rick Albers from Chaos Tackle. So hopefully we can get some fish on Medusas. That would be rather cool.
I don't think either one of these guys have caught a fish on a sucker, is that correct?
I tried my hardest last weekend, didn't happen.
You got to see one on camera though.
I
below
did see
your
a pretty
sucker.
big muskie, yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Fish on? Or weeds?
What's going on here? No, we got a fish. All right, live.
All right.
As they were doing their intro. Now what's happening? Rick,
has
you
it.
getting this one? Rick's getting this one.
Oh yeah. Rick's got it.
Is it a fish?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is a little bit bigger sucker, so we're gonna let this one take it a little bit. And we want to try to figure out when he's going away from us. That's the key to sucker fishing, is to have the fish swimming away so your hook comes back at the corner. See, now he looks like he's kind of facing left. See that? How he's kind of...
Yeah. No way.
Don't you want to just jack him?
No.
No.
No?
They're going to cut us off. We have 30-pound fluorocarbon leader.
Okay, you're running a different program than we are.
Oh yeah.
Totally different program.
Good.
He's taking a stroll with that sucker.
All right, it looks like he's still left, so you're going to want to reel into him and go right.
You know, just a sweep, right? Yep, just start reeling him up.
Almost circle up. A little faster. Oh, easy, easy. No, you got him. You got him.
Fish out.
Muskie on. That was all half hour.
My chest mount is not on. Nope, you're just going to take it nice and easy. Just keep bending the rod, and that's all you got to do. Check your drag often because it can be too tight easy.
Oh, it's going
Rick,
like
have you
a
seen it?
Yeah, we got a glimpse of it.
Okay,
comes.
When he gets close like this, if he wants to take line, make sure your drag is loose.
Oh, it's
okay.
very loose.
All right.
I got to thumb it in order to grab the line right.
Perfect. That's exactly how you want it. My way. Oh, nice one. Come on. No, 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 no!
No.
Usually we don't freak out this much when we have a fish on because we have 80-pound line and a 130-pound leader. But this fish is ready to cut our line at any point. Okay, this time by, this time by.
Not yet.
Now he knows he's in trouble. He knows there's a problem. Finesse, musky fishing. God, he's way out there now. I don't like that.
Was this the underwater camera rod?
No.
Oh, sorry. Come on.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, maybe it's
You don't get them that first time, then they find out what's happening.
Come on.
Jeez, he's not even that big.
Oh, I thought he was a lot bigger.
He's just a good fighter. Easy, easy. Yep, perfect. Keep him coming, Rick. Yeah. And we're on the board.
Go, Rick.
Right as we're shooting the intro. That is awesome. Okay, with the way that fish fought, I thought it was a little bigger. But you know what? That's Rick's first muskie on a sucker.
First and only, probably.
Okay, now look how this fish is hooked. Perfect, right in the corner. There's a definite misconception on single hook muskie fishing. The problem is, old school days, people let them swallow it. And with this small bait, they eat the whole thing. So you don't have to wait to get that thing hooked. Right in the corner, perfect. Just like that. That fish is in great shape.
Sometimes it takes over 30 seconds to grab one of these late fall fish.
So bad.
They are so weird. They're just a different animal. They just like to spin and rotate, just like an alligator or crocodile would do.
Got him, Rick?
I got her.
All right. Hey, that's a nice start.
First sucker fish.
That's how you want to do it, right as we're doing the intro.
Whoa.
Yep,
That's what they do.
that's what we thought was gonna happen.
In a hurry to get out of
In
here.
this cold water, that fish, not that you'd ever do it, but I bet that fish could lay in the bottom of the boat for like probably half an hour and it'd still swim off. It's right at the right temperature that it just slows them down so much.
Yep.
All right, first fish on the sucker, Rick. That's awesome.
Good.
Let's see if we can get a couple more.
Now it's Chris's turn. He's ready for the sucker.
You ready, Chris?
I'm ready.
All right, so this is all the bait we're using. Not too big of a sucker, but definitely a nice little snack. And the rig we're using, 30-pound fluoro, which actually, I gotta put this back because we have to retie. This is gonna illustrate perfect why we fight those fish very lightly. That line is chafed right there, without a doubt. He was on the way to cutting us off, so let's get a pliers, retie, and actually that's another thing I want to show. This is a Rapala knot that I tie. Water just went in my eyeball. Rapala knot, so it's a loop knot. And what that does is keep your sucker a lot more mobile. With 30-pound fluorocarbon like this, it's kind of rigid a little bit and it's going to hamper the action of the sucker. So a loop knot is also an important thing I like to do. So we'll give this a cut here and I'll actually show you the Rapala knot. It's quite simple. Cut that tag end off, and all we do for the Rapala knot is tie an overhand knot first. And I know I still have that chafed line there, so I'm just gonna slide that out, make sure that's out of the, sorry I'm moving all over. I don't have enough slack here. Okay, so there's our chafed line, but I can still use that for my tag end. So we do an overhand knot and we go through the eyelet, try to, through the loop that you made. All right, and then you're gonna go 3 times up the main line with your tag end, 3 times, 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll go back through the overhand loop we made, and then back through the other loop that you just made. Make sure our chafe part is up above our tie, like that. I guess it's already still wet, habit to wet the line down. Pull it tight. Then I like to kind of take a plier and get on the other end just to get that knot perfectly snug down. And you can see there, it's not much of a loop, but it's just enough to keep that hook loose like that. Let's get some meat on. And we're right back to the spot actually, perfect. All right, so all we do to hook them is 1 time through the nose, all the way through. Don't go too high up because then you'll punch his brains out and he won't like that. And that's the system. Okay, so the rod I'm using for this is actually a walleye trolling rod. This is a Vexen walleye medium, 8'6", telescoping rod. So that's kind of nice. It fits in your rod locker easy. And I'm running 20-pound braid is all.
Anything heavier, you're gonna put too much force on this fish. The key to this finesse system is not pulling too hard on the fish. Obviously, you saw our leader. They can cut through that, so we compensate with that light, soft rod like that. That's how we're doing it. We just reel it up to the tip, zero our line counter out. You don't need a line counter, it's just kind of fun to know. It's not really that accurate, to be honest. Okay, we drop it to the bottom. There's bottom. All right, now I'm gonna do a crank or crank and a half up, and that thing's ready for a fish.
I've got a really fish on it. Fish on it. Grab it.
Oh, it's out there. I guess he set the hook himself.
It's in the other line, just so you know.
Oh, this is a mess. It set the hook. Why wasn't the clicker going?
Oh, that one was engaged.
It set the hook
This one's
himself.
got the camera. Let me figure out which way I need to go. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. So just fight it like he's about to break the line.
You got to really check that drag often and make sure.
Well, this fish already came to the surface, so he knows it was hooked. Well, this was an extremely unexpected fish catch. I couldn't sweep into this one.
There's a pork chop on the ground.
Clicker. Well, usually you keep the clicker on so you know when the fish takes it. We got our second muskie of the day.
All right, Lee.
Oh, God, why is, really?
Having fun over there, Lee?
No.
Technical difficulties.
Tangled up.
All right.
He's a little whippersnapper. Ooh, muskie number 2.
In the bag.
That's a cute one.
It's extra cute. It's fitting that I caught the cute one.
You catch cute ones, Chris.
I'll let you catch the big ones.
Although, I remember a time when it wasn't a little cute one.
No. Yes, there has been times where they were not little or cute.
Awesome. Not a big muskie, but look at the teeth. That thing could pretty much ruin your day in a hurry. And look, you can see our line. It's almost cut all the way through. Not quite, but it's definitely compromised. But hooked perfect right in the corner. Sorry, buddy.
No, you're good. You are good.
Okay, and we're out. It's not as big a handle on this size, is
No,
it?
these are harder to lift. Okay, second muskie of the day. Another little pipsqueak, but they might get bigger. I hope they get bigger. Still very beautiful fish, and it's a muskie nonetheless. I have not caught too many of these, so you have to enjoy and appreciate every single one.
On the sucker, too.
On the sucker. Look at those teeth. He's cooperating. I'm thankful. Okay, let's get him back in. Here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had no shot of keeping that one. All right, boys, let's catch some more.
Robbie, I thought we needed to turn your frown upside down when we were shooting the 3v3 challenge. Yeah, this is even worse.
Definitely worse.
Robbie is sick. Robbie has the crud. This is Robbie sick.
Get away from me. Get that camera out of my face.
Might be weedy there.
Fish.
Fish.
It bit it and snagged it.
It's all right. It's a nice one. Holy cow.
I felt a really weird feeling, and then he bit it, and then it got snagged.
I got this.
Get that sucker.
That was so weird.
Wow, that's a nice
He
one.
bit it, and then it got snagged.
That happens so often on rubber, it's unbelievable.
It happens often?
Oh yeah, because the bite is so subtle. And
Well,
then
I felt like a weird tap, and then all of a sudden it just went slack.
they're already expelling the bait, and you pull, because it happens
I didn't
in
set
half
the
a
hook.
second.
What the? That's a
Awesome.
pretty nice fish.
You bet it is. That's a great fish. Are you kidding me? I'd kill for that fish right now.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't have to. You got it. All right, so you would think, okay, maybe we intentionally snagged that. No, we are in like 20 feet of water, basically. Look at the teeth marks in this thing. What'll happen, they'll hit these baits, and on a slack line, they'll slack line you. You feel the tick, and you go to set the hook, and the bait's already coming out of their mouth because they figure out it's not real and they get rid of it. And then by the time you pull, the bait's coming out, and then you hook them in the side. It's actually probably 25% of the time on rubber baits we catch them that way. Pretty crazy. But you know, we figured out that was happening when it was a brand new bait and there'd be teeth marks all over the thing.
All right, this is a little more of what we're after. Beautiful Wisconsin muskie.
That is a nice fish, man. You can see this fish has been caught before. See the fin damage here? These are recycled muskies here on the chain.
Oh yeah, recycled, but they are just as fun. Beautiful fish, especially catching on a big swim bait like that. So awesome. The kings of the lake.
What did I tell you? Noon to 1 on
Noon
that
to 1?
corner,
Oh,
guaranteed,
yeah.
baby.
Beautiful muskie. Look at that. All right, let's get her back in the water. What would you say this is, like mid-40s? Low to mid-40s?
42 and 3/4.
42 and 3/4.
Oh, he'll be fine. Sweet. What a send-off. That was epic. Heck yeah.
Thank you, sir.
That is awesome. Slime has been shed. All right, the time is 3:20. We have not had a bite since 12:20, so about 3 hours, no action, since Chris caught his last fish. We've actually only got probably less than an hour left before we got to take Chris back to the boat launch, a half hour before prime time. Chris, what's up with that?
Gotta go to the bigger D. I gotta go catch largies.
It's got to go catch some buckets down south, hopefully on a hell yeah chopper.
Hopefully, or what's the darker one called?
Late night.
One of those.
So we'll keep pounding away here. We'll probably fish till about darkish or so. We caught a pretty nice one the other night right at last light, so that's the program. Whoa. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
On the garage.
Okay.
Who's up?
What's the procedure? What do we do? Oh my God. What do we do?
Getting them, Lee?
You gotta get him.
We got a muskie biting our sucker.
He's really singing off with that one.
What are you doing down there? That's on the camera too.
Ha ha! Yes! Underwater camera.
Which way are you going? We got him.
Nice.
Yes! On the camera.
He's not very big though.
For the bass, maybe?
Might be a big. No, now he's got some weight. Watch that other rod, buddy. Watch that rod.
It is.
It's a ski. It's a
Little
little pike.
It's a little
God.
Little pike.
Really?
Oh, that's
Son
such
of
a
a
buzzkill.
Gone. We
That's
were
the
like
first fish I've caught on an underwater camera.
right on the spot. Where we should have caught a muskie, and this is what we caught. We caught a slimer.
On there.
Okay, look at that. We'll make it really big. Really big. Look at, he's like, wake up, buddy. Do you even know, do you have to burp or something? He's like, yep, there we go. Oh, God, that sucks. Oh, well, it's still exciting. Well, with that giant pike in the boat, we're unfortunately gonna have to end it with Chris.
Yep. We still got about 35 minutes, 40 minutes of sunlight here to go catch another one.
Prime time muskies. That's when we caught that nice one the other night.
Yep.
So we'll go drop Chris off and get back at it for the end of the day here. Catch a big jumbo bucket on that.
I will try. Bye, boys. Go catch a big one.
All right, see you, buddy. Have fun in the Chicago rush hour traffic.
I won't.
Well, in case we don't catch any more on this last drift of the evening, Rick, thanks so much for coming out.
It's a good time.
Appreciate it. Make sure you go check out chaostackle.com for all your musky plastic rods, bucktail, crankbait needs.
What else?
What else? Don't forget Chum Chums.
And Shums coming out shortly. And Robbie, we got to get this boy in bed.
I am not feeling up to the weather. I have been chilled all day, shivering from basically the beginning of the day, but whatever. We caught some muskies today, so that's always a positive. Could be a lot worse.
With that being said, we'll finish out our drift here. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. By the time you guys see this, we'll be at 5K, we believe, 5,000 subscribers, and we can't thank you enough. We honestly, this is so exciting to have you guys watching this and enjoying it along with us. So we appreciate you guys coming for the ride.
And thanks again for watching, guys.
See you next time.
Yep, see ya.
My good friend Lee taught me this. This is the Happy Gilmore cast. It might be up on the rocks. It's really a key to get your bait right up in that foot of weeds to make sure you have zero chance of catching a fish. It's really my favorite type of cast.
Is that what you were doing when you caught that fish?
Yep. I don't want to give away my secrets, but I had to let you guys know this one, the Happy Gilmore cast.